Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures. I am so glad you're here. I'm so glad you are want to be a part of something great and listen to me. I am your best friend, Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures. I hope you all can hear me. I hope you all can see me. I am standing in front of a green screen tonight because I am playing with some new stuff. And let me tell you what, you are not going to want to miss what we have going on here at Intuitive Precepts. Listen, there's been a lot. There has been a lot going on this week, but happy July the 28th, 2026. 2026, July. I've been playing with this stuff all afternoon. This green screen is pretty fantastic. This camera is pretty fantastic. I can just do this, and then here I am right here with you all. Like, what? Yeah, hit the green screen. And I can go back to that, and we are back to live. And 1, 2, 3. That's funny, right? No, it's not doing it. Come on, back up, little fella. There we go. Listen. My name is Ben. I'm your best friend, Ben. Tonight, I want to talk to you about this, how your peace is your responsibility. I say your peace is your responsibility. So stop letting the world decide how you feel. Now, how many times have you just went around here and messed around and acted a fool, and then all of a sudden you realize that it's your fault? It's your fault that you're not having peace right now. It's your fault that you don't feel good right now. It's your fault that you just decided that, you know what, I let somebody steal my joy. It's your fault because your peace is your responsibility. That is the name of tonight's episode, is your peace is your responsibility. So stop letting the world decide how you feel. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to lose your place? Have you ever noticed how easy it is to lose your peace? And it's like there's nothing, your good vibes around you is kind of going away. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to lose your peace? Someone cuts you off in traffic. One text message simply changes your whole mood of everything. Someone unfollows you on social media. Stay with me now because I know y'all are not going to want to miss this. I say somebody unfollows you from social media. That's good. I know that's good because that hits. And then a customer is rude to you. What I'm talking about tonight is this. Stop letting the world decide how you feel. Stop letting someone else take your peace and joy out of your life. Someone says something behind your back and you're like, it hurts my feelings. Suddenly your whole entire day changes. Your peace is your responsibility. Here's the question I want you to think about tonight. Why do we give each other so much power of our peace? Why do we give so much thought into letting someone else take control over our life? So what I'm saying is, why do we give other people so much power over our life? The truth is, life is always going to be unpredictable. It's always going to be unpredictable. People are always going to disappoint us. Plans are going to fall apart. Things are not going to happen the way we hope. But if our peace depends on everything around us being perfect, we'll spend the entire rest of our lives waiting to feel okay. So tonight, what I want to talk about, I want to talk challenge in a different way of thinking. I want to challenge you in a different way of thinking. What if peace isn't something you found? What if it's something you protect? I'm not used to this green screen behind me. I say, what if peace is something that you protect? Peace isn't found, it's built. I think a lot of people who are searching for peace in the wrong places, we think when I get a promotion, when my finances improve, when this relationship gets better, when my kids finally settle down, TikTok, I'm talking about why we let others affect our peace. When my life slows down, then things will be better. Then I'll have peace because my life's going to slow down. But here's what I learned. Every season has another challenge waiting for you. Life doesn't suddenly become stress-free. Peace can't be based on perfect circumstances. It has to come from something deeper. I'm talking about why we allow other people to take our peace from us. Why we allow other people to ruin things for us. Why do we do that? Tonight's episode, what I want to talk to you about is this. I want to talk to you about why we allow other people to take our peace from us. So, you can't, if peace depends on a perfect circumstance or perfect circumstances, someone else will always control your peace. So what I'm talking about tonight is the situations coming to why we allow others to, guess what? Control our peace. Give it to us, take it away. Stop handing out the keys. Stop handing out the keys. So I want peace. I want peace like the keys to your house. Think about peace as the keys to your house. Would you have those keys handed out to every stranger you know? Would you give those keys to every person you know? Probably not. I say you're not going to give the keys to your peace everybody you know. You don't want to do it. One negative comment, one disagreement, one option. TikTok, one option only for you to, guess what? To get upset or to break yourself down because you allowed somebody to do that. Suddenly, that person has control over how we feel. Maybe it's time to stop giving everyone access to something that's so valuable, your peace. I'm talking about your peace, your daily life. Not everyone deserves access to your peace. Peace is your responsibility. Your peace is your responsibility. Protect what you feed your mind. Think about your day. How much time did you spend consuming things that made you anxious? I say, how much time did you spend consuming things that make you anxious? Bad news, the news, negative posts on social media, arguments throughout the day, constant comparison throughout the day. Continue comparing yourself to others. Now ask yourself, what are you putting in your mind that actually creates peace? So if you want peace, you have to strive for peace. Your thoughts matter. Your thoughts help build this whole situation. Your environment helps make things better. Your environment matters on what you're doing with your peace. The conversations you have with people protect your peace or take away from your peace. What you repeatedly consume eventually shapes how you see the world. What I'm talking about tonight, friends, my name is Ben. I am your best friend, Ben. And this is the Benjamin Adventure. So what I'm talking about is your peace is your responsibility. You know, through this time, we've talked about comparing ourselves to others. We've talked about we have permission to start over. We've talked about, there's so many things we've been talking about, but the thing I want to talk about tonight is your peace and your peace of mind and your joy and the things you have. You control that, but you give it away. Your mind becomes a home to whatever you invite in every day. I say your mind becomes the home of whatever you invite into it. So when I say, you know what, to help create a better place and to help save your peace, because being peaceful, your peace is your responsibility. Boundaries aren't selfish. You know, I'm not a preacher or a pastor or a teacher or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just your best friend, Ben, right? I'm just a coach over here, and these are just things that I like to come over here and have a good time with. So I used to think saying no was, I was letting people down. I'm talking about boundaries and protecting your peace. I used to think saying no was I was letting somebody down. Now I realize sometimes saying no is exactly what protects my peace. Now, you don't have to attend every argument. You don't have to answer every criticism. I'm talking about protecting your peace. This is free. You don't have to carry everyone else's on your back. sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is to simply step back and say, not my circus, not my monkeys. The thing to do is to step back and say, you know what, it is not my place to go and help you with this right now. That's something you got to handle because my peace matters. Me living in a state of mind that is peaceful is important to me. You don't have to attend every battle you're invited to. Oh, no, that, my friends, is good. You don't have to attend every battle that you're invited to. I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like I got chills all over my body. I feel like I got more people inviting me to the negative and the battles that are theirs. I feel like I put myself in that. But then when I just saw this, you don't have to attend every battle you're invited to. How many times do you have somebody come around you and they say, oh, well, so-and-so said da-da-da-da-da about so-and-so. Well, then before you know it, you are caught up in it. Well, I wouldn't let somebody do that to me. I wouldn't tell them. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. Well, then you mad. Then you upset. What do they say? Well, if they're going to talk about, if they're going to talk about those people in front of me, then I'm sure they're talking about me. Girl, bye, sit down. Your peace is your responsibility. So you don't have to attend every battle you're invited to because people want to bring you into it. Peace isn't something that you achieve one time. Peace is a daily practice that you have to work on. So when you get to a place of living in peace and your vibes are good, you got to work on staying there. Having peace is something you practice. Some days you'll protect it well, and some days you'll lose it. Peace is your responsibility. So stay with me. So peace is a daily practice, and if you don't just achieve it and you stay there, some days you'll protect it, and some days you'll take it away. Somebody's going to take it away from you. That's okay, because tomorrow starts all over again. TikTok, I say tomorrow starts all over again. So you look at these little habits and you start helping these habits. And because you want to understand and you want to keep your peace, this is a hard one to me. This one is a hard one for me. That's why I can share it with you all. Because you know why? Because I am one that will give my peace away in a second. But to read this and to share this with you all, understanding that peace is my responsibility. So guess what? So if I can take a walk and take a little deep breath and I can feel better and go about my day, that's good. If I can turn my phone off for an hour and that helps me protect my peace, that's good. If protecting my peace means spending time with people who bring out the best in me, that's what you should do. You should spend time with people who bring out the best in you. You know, the things I get on here and talk about and say, TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're watching from, or YouTube and the replay, these are things that are just that are happening daily. So these things are things I talk about to you all because I don't want you to miss things because it only gets better. Life only gets better. You know, I don't get on here and make myself look good and get the screens right and do all the things. But you know what I do? I make sure I have good material for you to understand and know that you can keep going. And tonight's lesson is about keeping your peace because your peace is your responsibility. So if I tell you a little habit that can make a big difference in keeping your peace, it means sitting quietly with your thoughts. Or practicing gratitude instead of comparison. So many of us get caught up in that comparison and you will lose your peace. Peace grows through intentional choices. So in this life coach journey of mine and in the place, if you've been following us along here at Intuitive Precepts, I'm a coach and I help people see the difference in things and I help people go through to move better, to become better. So that as a life coach is one thing we do. And let me tell you something. So tonight, talking about protecting your peace and being at peace is your responsibility. Keep your life together. Keep your life in a good place is your responsibility. So tonight, I want to leave you with 3 questions. Who has been controlling your peace? And what have you been holding on to that steals your joy? And what would you change? What would change if you decided that your peace was worth protecting? Because here's what I believe. I believe the world is always going to be noisy. And it's easy to lose our thoughts of our peaceful side, our peaceful situation, our down, our gratitude, where we are. People are always going to have opinions to help you get better or to tear you down. I'm talking about protecting your peace because it's your responsibility. Life will always have challenges, but you decide what permission you give others. You decide what permission you give to thoughts in your mind. These things that you let live free in your mind, you give permission to it. So you got to protect your peace at any cost. I'm talking about your responsibility to keep yourself peaceful, to keep yourself at rest, to realize that life is good for you. You just got to see it. Protect your peace. It's one of life's greatest gifts. And it's one of life's greatest gifts that you can give yourself. And if you're constantly giving away your peace, I'm sorry. Find the way that you can keep it. Find the way that you don't include yourself to every battle you're invited to. That's good right there. That's good. You don't have to be included in every battle that someone invites you to. So having peace is the greatest gift you'll ever have, I think, because laying there being unpeaceful in your soul and your heart and your mind and your body is just is at unrest, that's not good. For the next 7 days, every time someone tries to steal your peace, ask yourself. And what I'm saying is every time someone tries to steal your joy, ask yourself, do I want to carry this? Or do I want to let it go? I say every time someone tries to steal your peace or your joy or your fire, ask yourself, do I want to carry this or do I want to let it go? That's the one thing that you can change the direction of your whole entire day. Just by only simply asking yourself, do I want to carry this or do I want to let it go? I'm your best friend, Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures. I'm so glad you were here. Tonight we had some technical difficulties, but we're here. I talk about a lot of life beyond the finish line. I talk about how we can get better, how we work together, we get better, how we self-change world revival, we get better. Self-change, I change, you change, and it's a ripple effect across the world. It's found in the choices you make every single day. The peace you carry, the peace you want, the peace you desire is your responsibility. So your peace is your responsibility. And your peace also is too expensive to give away. So remember this. The next time someone invites you to something crazy, a gossip session or someone hates you or someone hates this or someone don't like this or someone don't like this, what I mean is, remember that quote from earlier? You don't have to attend every battle you're invited to. Protect your peace. Life is tough, life is hard, but let me tell you something. As long as you keep going, as long as you stay focused and going forward, you're getting better. I'm proud of you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, comments. Go our YouTube channel. It's got more videos popped up. And you all know that we're live and raw. We're not editing. I'm not doing all that stuff. I want to help you with topics that come up every single day in this world around us. Your peace is your responsibility. So when I say this to you next time, and you say, you know what, Ben? My peace is my responsibility. Don't give it up. Don't lose it. Don't let it go so easy. My name is Ben. I am your best friend, Ben, and this is the Benjamin Adventures. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the things. You can find us on all the social media platforms. Until next time, reach out to us. This is Intuitive Precepts. I will see you again. Love, peace, power from within.